Namaste, and today we are going to talk about something which is very, very, very critical when it comes to business, when it comes to any kind of commerce, and that one word is called as an offer. So today, this entire session is dedicated to something which I call it as offer confidence. Um, Probably you have written some great posts, you have shared some great contents, uh, but whenever the moment you come to say, okay, this is how much I charge, and people just vanish. Has it happened with you? Then this session is going to be crazy. So let me tell you what are the things I'm going to be covering today. I'll be covering five offer principles, which are like the the main, it's a rock carved things, which is like you have to have this. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks as well in between, and that uh, you might have gone through similar kind of a programs or similar kind of learnings, but this is going to refresh if you are a pro at this, and if you are a novice, this is going to give you a new way of looking at how positioning system has been designed. The next one I'm going to talk about is why uh, a weak offer is more of a convincing and a strong offer is more about confidence. And that's going to be the main core element of today's session. And last, I will also tell you about the shift of voice and um, what's the problems that happens. So I've got a couple of notes here, so you might find me looking here and there, because I'm going to give you only those things which is going to be really relevant for you. So when you are here, by the end of this session, I'm going to give you two options. Either I'm going to share all these things in a handnote. You can have the handnotes and type in HNI, that is handnote instantly. I'll share that handnote personally to you. Or if you want to be connected with my team and the group of people whom I work with on the upcoming workshops, where we show all these things in less than a couple of hours sessions, and we create all these things in usually a one-page system. So type in workshop if you want to get into that. So we'll start with the three common offer killers today. And for that, I would like not to use the handnotes, but to tell you face to face. The first biggest thing that you should not do while you create an offer. So may it be a product, may it be a process, may it be a service, may it be your own guidance or consulting, whatever. The first thing is being relevant. Okay, and if it is not relevant, the person whom I'm going to talk the entire demonstration and PPT is not going to work out. The more unclear you are, the more weaker you sound, the more if it is not related to him with the benefits and the upcoming things that is happening, it's not going to work. When it comes to delivering such kind of an information in terms of offer, make sure this is not very complicated and uh, not very customized. Not customized is the word, but commoditized. That means you are talking more about the what is there and what is not there. Instead, what we will learn is absolutely a different system altogether. So stay back with me, and if you have just joined in, this is for you. If you have any questions, then in the comment section, just type in Q followed by your questions, and in the next sometime, I would like to personally answer those questions as well. So if you are in the live session right away, thank you so much. Let me know where are you guys joining in from here. We are talking about offer confidence today. The second most important reason why the offer fails is lack of trust. The moment you try being pushy, I've seen many people trying this bundle offer. Um, and you try to do so many things. So you're buying a car and they tell you, okay, I'm going to give you a perfume, I'm going to give you an idle, I'm going to give you a seat cover. Seat cover is still okay, but other things are not okay. So we're going to talk about that, what goes on and what fits in. Um, Reputation, poor reputation is another thing. If you have low reputation, and if you have a very complicated offer, it is going to be a bad knockout. Um, and if you're low in professionalism, if you say that you're going to give something, then goddamn give it. So that's professionalism. The third important thing is when you get into this of a mindset that your product and processes is something that is always available. So whenever you see offer last, till this date, no, you have put a kind of an urgency element, but people know that it is always there. It is always, the product is always there. And if they get an understanding that if it is there, gone. Um, so what happens in a classroom of a teacher and a student when the student does not do the homework, but he knows that the teacher is not going to kick him out of the class or kick him out of the class or going to be a harsh punishment. So he takes it for granted. Similarly, in the offers also, if the other guy, the client, understands, oh, there is no sad repercussion, there is no punishment, there is no FOMO, okay, fear of missing out, the offer doesn't work. The last most important thing is called as fatigue, which I'm talking about uh, through my experiences from last so many years. Sometimes you have got presentations around 100 plus presentations. I've been like working as an agency for quite some time, and now I have quit that agency role. I had been meeting multiple people where I've seen multiple people. They have so huge presentations. It goes for hours together. I call it as a deal fatigue. You might have multiple steps of a sign there, sign in. You have seen these banks, right? What they do, okay, there are two banks. One is a government bank, one is a private bank. Government bank says, okay, here is the booklet, read it and sign it here, and you have to go. The other guy says, okay, don't worry, just sign it here, and he explains the main points and says, okay, no problem. The remaining details I will fill it up myself. So fatigue is over. So there are multiple things. If you have multiple steps inside the offer, gone. So these were some of the major setbacks of having a bad offer today. Now let's move on to what is a offer confidence. And I have a small handout. At any point of time, if you need to get that handout instantly, just type in HNI and I'm going to share this to you. So right now, stay with me. So here do we go. So give me like 1 second where I can like share my scribbling pad, right? And here we go. And if you're joining in right now, let me know where are you guys joining in from in the chat, in the comment section, till the time this screen gets populated. Okay, just 1 second. Yep, we are right now live here. So let's go with the first part and quickly let me share with you. So in between marketing and sales, the most important factor is this part, which I call it as offer. You have a great marketing, you are talking all, you are adding values and this and that, but if you have never asked for the money, then it's going to be very, very bad, right? So now let me tell you something very crazy about these two parts called as marketing and sales. So if you, this is what I have seen, okay? If you have, let's do one thing, okay? Let me just put a line like this and let me just see if I can take it around, okay? So initially, this is what I have seen, that if you are looking at a big sales and if you have not created enough of marketing, that means people do not know who you are, what is your product, what does it do, how is it going to benefit them, what's the result, then the sales becomes very tough if the marketing is less. And if the marketing is very high, very strong, and you are connecting to the right audience at the right time, and you are creating that interest, creating uh, that information which exactly they need, then you have a fantastic thing. Now, this is all about marketing and sales. But in every time, this is what I would like to do is I would like to place it always here so that my sales is maximum with less amount of marketing effort. And that is only possible when you have a fantastic offer. So here is the next one where I would rather say, is an equivalent. Just a second, hold on. So if you have marketing and this is sales, okay, I'd call it as the conversion. This is where I had been working for a quite long time, more than 2 decades, to find out all these different psychologies of human brain, how it works. And this is something which is crazy. This is the offer. If you place the offer in the appropriate way with the appropriate kind of marketing, so, and if it is imbibed inside the marketing, then technically you don't need an extra effort to sell that thing. You might not need a sales expert also if it is so strong. It is like me and you sitting over the table. We don't talk. I just slide a piece of paper. You read that entire offer document. Boom, you sign the agreement or you take the money and say, yeah, I need that. How would you feel? By the way, I'm doing a workshop. It's called as offer document. It's called as one-page offer document systems. This is, I created something with this many years back and it works amazing right now. If you are interested, just type in workshop and I'll send you all the details. Fair? Um, let's put in different concepts here. Now, what I have seen between a sad offer, okay, a sad offer or a weak offer. Let me not write it as sad, but let me write it as weak. Weak offer can give you convincing power. This can convince people. But when you have a strong offer, this is something which I call it as the confidence. You 100% know this is going to work out. So your sales team, your own members, even if they are not sales experts, just with this offer, this can be amazing. Just to let you know some of the things that works in this point. One is called as credibility, and one is called as the offer. So let me tell you this. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, let me tell you the credibility part. Okay, I'm just typing here. Sorry for this. Oops. Example, Apple. They don't need an offer. When you go to their, showrooms, you will find the sales guy is there. He doesn't have to talk because people already know everything about marketing of how this particular product has been positioned. They everything know about the pricing. They know about what is it inside. I know what is the the machines, the softwares, and blah blah. Everything there, and that credibility is a culture that they have created. But when it comes to offer, this is like a sad product can also be marketed if it is produced in a nice way. And so this is what we are going to learn about. Okay, I'm going to talk about the 5 principles. And the first principle that I'm going to talk about is called as perceived value. Okay, what is perceived value? Okay, no, look, here is a very simple thing. Everyone, okay, let's say this is the place where people are very sad. Okay, and this is a place where people are very happy. So everyone wants to come out of fear, come out of risk, and they want a kind of a stable zone. And if people are at the stable zone, they would like to be the happier part by moving across the table on the other side by growth, by profit, by reaching to their dreams and hopes and desires, and they don't want this. So this is the movement of the customer behavior, and it is only possible when you put the right information in the right place through an offer. Now let's go deeper into this. Okay, so here I'm going to give you something called as the formula for creating a offer confidence, or I call it as the value confidence. So what is the formula? The formula is like this. Okay, so you need to increase the desire for people to come out of their pain and problem, or to increase their hope and ambitions towards their goal and ambitions. Next one. Okay, this is a increase symbol, increase the desire, and you need to also do something which is called as increase the receptivity and the perception. This perception that they are going to get rid of their problem, coming out of their issues, getting closer to a stability or success, or getting closer to their dreams and destination. This is all about this perception. Okay, now when you have these two things, increase of desire and increase of receptivity of perception, this is crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and understand the second part of it. The second part is your offer should also decrease certain things. It should decrease the time, it should decrease the effort, and it should decrease the sacrifice. If your offer has this kind of a thing that says it can reduce the time for them to reach from point A to point B, and it takes a less effort and you have to sacrifice lesser, fantastic. And this is the conditional thing that I have added from my side. I call it as resources. People are very happy to use their existing resources. So this is a pencil in my hand. Okay, this is an Apple pencil. But if I say I can use it for something else, I might give it to a lady, she knows how to tie her hair. This is called resourcefulness. So if you can help them guide with existing resources without spending more time and without getting into risk. Okay, so R stands for resources and risk. So anything is, okay, I'm just writing it here, resource and risk. Okay, if you can give them a high level of usability of the resource, awesome. And if you can minimize their risk, great. So this is called as the offer confidence or the value confidence that you can bring in. The idea is from a person of a state of despair and sad and agony, frustration, they don't want to go through all the things that is required. They want an easy access to the success, uh, to the desired place, right? And this is what you have to do is the second principle, which I call it as the anti-friction element. Yeah. So anti-friction element, or I call it as anti-friction assets. So what does it do? So these are small things that helps them to move forward. So right now, this guy is, let's say he is here and he is sad and he's not able to take the first step. How do you put the first tool so that he is willing to take the first step? And when he takes the first step, he gets a micro win or a nano win, whatever. Okay. And he gets a little bit. And this is something that they should be able to realize and observe and assess. Okay. So when these guys by self, they understand this, if I take it, I'll get a micro win. I'll get a, the next level, and they have an assessment to this. They know how to track this. Okay. So in the diagnostic sheet, if my blood pressure is X, they give you a standard. Okay, this is more, this is less, and you are here. This is the sense of realization they get. And then it is easy for the doctor to convince them to take the medicine or not to take the medicine. Right? Okay, this can be anything. So in simple steps, anti-friction elements in terms of if you're selling a software, it will be very difficult for a guy to put up all the data inside a box. But now if I've got auto entry, auto filling, so you just click it, automatically the name, email ID, phone number, address is filled up. This saves a lot of time to do all these things, reduce friction of corrections, spelling mistakes, and this is voila. Okay, auto correction systems, for example. So this can be many things. This can be a small person. So when I was working with one of the world's largest eye care network, so we had this anti-friction assets was an element that we put it on a humanoid form. We made one person as a caregiver, okay, who can go along with the patients as per the prescription for a diagnostic checkup, for a might be a pharmacy, for logistics. So this person becomes the account manager, which helps us to get patients to different kind of departments without them have to guessing it. So now this can be human being, this can be a bot, this can be a map, this can be anything that is helping them to take the first step. Okay, and guess what? Just because we added this human element in that hospital, the business went up multiple folds because now patients were very happy because they don't have to figure it out things. Okay, what is this ABCD department, right? Many of us, we do not know the deeper scientific meanings of the departments, and now with the help of this person, it is easy. So there are many ways to do it, and if you want to know more about it, just connect with on, and maybe I can create a workshop on this. I think we already have a workshop where we can talk about this. All right, next comes the another one. It's called the speed results. Okay, um, speed result, how fast, okay, how accurate or precise, okay, um, you can actually help us precise. You can help this person to go from level 1 to level 2, point A to point B, or pain to gain state. This is purely the time. Okay, when I say time, uh, this reduces friction, this reduces uh, their longevity. So you are actually decreasing the effort of them experiencing the pain, experiencing the frustrations, and their all these things that exhausts them. So this is a very powerful thing when you can give a speed result. So for example, if anyone, like for example, this is my way of doing the offer. I say in 24 weeks, if you are a solopreneur or a solo coach, trainer, mentor, faculty member, and if you want to start your own stuff where you can get unlimited leads, okay, where people are looking at it, or let's put in this way, more realistic way. So this is the first one, which is like more substantiated. Like unlimited leads is a big word, but if you tell them leads every day, sales every week, and clients for or customers for years together, then it works amazing, isn't it? So now let's go into the next part. It's called as the risk reversal. So what is risk reversal? Uh, how to minimize their risk. So this is only possible when you can give an amazing guarantee. Okay, so guarantee can be like cashback, um, maybe extend the time of duration of annual maintenance contract. Um, it can be a testimonial. Okay, so this gives you more of confidence, because more of the testimonial, more of the recommendations. Okay, what does it do? This actually helps this guy to have a perception. Okay, a lot of people have gone here, they have got results, and I can also gain that. And the last one is called as more of personalized, clear messaging. Okay, personalized, clear messaging. It should not be like complicated. Okay, you buy this and then you have to do this, and then you go here and then you claim your things and you give a gift coupon, and then I'm going to do this now. Let it be very, very personalized and very, very clear to understand messages. So, uh, we covered four. Okay, the first one was called perceived value. The second one we spoke about was called as anti-friction assets. Uh, the third one is called as the speed result. The fourth one is the risk reversal, and the last one is going to be called as the now factor. Yeah. So now factor is it's right now. It is not that tomorrow you're going to get it. Okay. So this is all connected. So here we have got multiple options here. Okay. So it can be called as limited time offer. So this offer is only for so and so. So I'm doing this workshop, which is, let's say on a particular date. I usually don't do any kind of repeat of the same workshops. So this is a real time thing. Yeah. And recording and all these things are given only within 3 days, people who sign in, and it is not given. So I have a limited time offer. I'm just writing it down. Limited time offer. Okay. I've seen big companies like Amazon, Flipkart, they also give something like only for this particular day, only for big brand day, big billion day. So they use a particular time that is only for the day in the entire year. Okay. Uh, the next one is called as limited supply. Okay. So you can say that, hey, look, I have this stock. So in my case, I don't take hundreds of people for my workshop talk. I don't do that. I take only limited, around 20 people. The idea is not to create a kind of an urgency, but the idea is to work with a limited number of people, get them results. They shout out louder. They invite me to different places. And when they do it, I feel good about it. So it is not about things. But the thing is, I do only with around 20, 25 people. That's all, not more than that. Even if you have the money and you want to get into the thing, you have put a time, you have to earn that out. So it is like 20 is the cutoff, and extra 5 or all these things, maybe we can just push in from my existing clients or who are willing to get back to it. Good. Next one. This can be of different kinds. This can be the bonus. What are the things that you add? Again, adding bonus is not about just putting something. No. Bonuses has to be relevant. It has to be related, and it has to be result oriented. So these are called as the 3R. It has to be relevant, it has to be related, and it has to be result oriented. Okay, or any of the two combinations is good. So you're buying a car, and if I give you ornament, it doesn't match. Okay, it doesn't work. So it has to be relevant. Yeah. So an insurance is a relevant bonus. Might be one free extra service is a related bonus. Fine. You can use value adds as well. Also, value adds. What is that thing that is adding value to that particular offer, not the product, but it is adding value, so that you can now the offer formula, which I have written somewhere here. Is it helping them to go closer to their dreams? Is it helping them to perceive that the dream and destination, what they have actually ideated, they are. Just 1 second, hold on. I have. Let me just mute. Okay. So, sorry for the disturbance. Yeah. So, so we are at the last part of it, and yeah. So the now factor, I talked about the limited time offer. We talked about limited supply. Yeah, these are value adds, and this is add-on. These are same name for different things. Okay. Add-ons can be something like this. This can be a cross sale, or it can be an integrated sale, or it can be a sampling method. There are so many things I can add on to make it much more bigger. So what we discussed today, we discussed certain pointers which actually makes a bad offer. So these are lack of perceived value, lack of trust, lack of urgency, lack of or misalignment, and deal fatigue, which I explained in the beginning. And then I spoke about the 5 principles. The first one was perceived value, second one was risk reversal, third one is speed result, fourth one is anti-friction assets, and fifth one is the now factor. So I hope this session was something which is, if it is new for you, if it is something that you found a new idea, please write down in the comment section. I would love to know more about that, and if it is something that is helping you to go forward. So here is the thing. What I do in my workshop is I do not coach, I do not guide, I do not do mentoring sessions. But what we do is, it's a workshop. We work together. I give you a system. You use the system. I give you the structures. There are certain frameworks are there. You use it. You create your offer. Try test it inside the system. Okay, as we are doing the workshop, and you walk out with already ready customers paying you live. How does that sound? This one page offer document system is so powerful that has helped multiple people to win their business to the next level. All right, that's all from my side. If you are here and if you have any questions, please write Q in the comment section and write your questions followed by that, and I will personally answer those questions for the next couple of hours. And if you are new watching this video, then do connect with my LinkedIn channels, Facebook, Instagram, and the other systems out there. And if you want to have my personalized letters, which I write personally every week, then just type in letters, and I can also invite you to some of those subscription-based letters that I do. Thank you so much for being here. This is your Dada. This is another live sessions. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you, and if you want to know about what topics have been lined up for this particular week, just type in topics, and I will personally send you the entire calendar of the live topics so that it relates with you. And if you are live with me and if you want to be a participant here, just let me know. Just type in, and my email ID is office@dramitnath.in, AMITNATH.in. That's all from my side today. Thank you. Have a fantastic, lovely business weekend, and I'll see you in the next live session. Till that time, bye-bye. Take care. And